Hi guys, Ruben here, your home real estate, Golden Feather Investments. Another video on how to submit a strong offer. I don't want to say I'm going to show you an RPA because I will be having that class too, but it's how to submit a strong offer. In today's market, as you know, supply is very low, demand is very high. We want to be competitive, and we want to stand a chance at getting our offer accepted. So, with this being said, please always make sure that your RPA is as complete as possible. The more you have on the RPA, the better. Complete it and then follow it up. Obviously, you're going to attach it and send it by email. Have a professional email. Be well versed in your email. Be very professional. And always make sure to follow up a call to the agent when you do submit the offer. A strong offer would always be stronger if you submit it with desktop underwriting approval. Desktop DU approval will come from the MLO. I'm so sorry. Yes, the mortgage loan originator. I shouldn't abbreviate things for the new ones. They would understand that. So your loan officer would provide you a desktop underwriter. It would show at the top. It would show the client's name. I erased it for privacy purposes. But when you show approval legible and you send it to the seller's agent, the listing agent, this would help them assure them that there is a loan that is very much doable. Now, the loan to value here would tell them how much down payment, the interest rate is here. The housing ratio is your front ratio, so it's their income to what the new mortgage payment would be. The total expense ratio would be their income plus their monthly debts or obligations, meaning anything that shows on the credit report like cars, credit cards, etc. would then calculate to the total ratio. It says here the price they're approved for and the new loan amount. Okay. Usually the agent, I'm not sure if they're thorough. They'll review everything, see the risk with the borrower, verification messages. They'll look into all this. And they might understand some of it. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. But it's pretty detailed. It gives you the credits and the liabilities. It gives you pretty much all the basics of the client. And in a nutshell, a DU tells the selling agent or the listing agent, that the client is qualified. A DU, strongly suggested, the DU gets paid by the borrower or whoever pulls the credit. The borrower will get their money back when the transaction closes. Unless you want to be generous and pay for it, that's on you. But the DU is a fee, and I believe the fee is what is the fee for the DU? $32. So it's $32 to do this. So we don't want to do this all the time. We want to pull one. We'll use one DU and submit that with the offer, along with a credit report, proof of funds. Guys, proof of funds, a credit report has to be within 90 days. Proof of funds can be a 401k letter, CD accounts, whatever the case, wherever the money is coming from, we have to paper trail that. And it's nice to send it to the listing agent because it tells them that the more, you don't want to give too much, but you want to give enough to assure them that you're serious about this purchase. If it's a gift letter, a family member is giving you the money, gift letter with bank statements. If it's money that you're going to be paying from a closing, say you have your property in escrow, then a settlement statement from that escrow to show where the money's coming from. Okay, so always put a credit report, proof of funds, and then always, as I mentioned earlier, place a call to the agent. Introduce yourself. A lot of agents are doing videos. Hi, my name is Ruben with Golden Feather Investments, your home real estate. I've been doing real estate for 20 years. Want to let you know that I'm submitting an offer. My clients love your property. They liked everything about it. Thank you for giving me the time to show your property. Thank you for giving me entry to the property. It's a beautiful home. Whatever it is that you want to say, just make sure you introduce yourself. And then the two more things that I must bring up. A love letter. The love letter. Before I used to think, well, it's kind of weird. Why would we send a love letter? But it makes complete sense. On the other end is a listing agent and also a human, and I'm sure they have a heart. So with that said, you can try to see if this love letter can help not just the listing agent, your buyer offer. Maybe you give it a little advantage, and you give it to the listing agent, and he presents it to the seller. Maybe they touch their heart, and a lot of times I've seen this happen where I love your love letter, and this is the reason why we looked at your offer. Like, it's amazing, but it's true. You can read it. It'll say, "Dear seller, I hope this message finds you well. I'm writing you this letter to let you know we've fallen in love with your home. We understand that with change comes better things. To us, our change would better. We can be considered to purchase your home and to make it into our home." You can read everything else. It's a pretty cool letter. You can make your own. Usually have the client make it. If you don't feel the client can make it, then you do it for them and add a picture. Here, I took a picture from the web just to show you guys as an example, but it stands out, and so if possible, get a picture from them, either take it from them or ask them if they can provide you a picture so that it makes your offer stronger. And the last thing on a strong offer, in today's market, I'm seeing that removing contingencies, not the loan contingency, appraisal contingencies, is very effective. It shows the agent that, hey, if the value doesn't come in, my client is willing to come in above whatever the offer was. For example, the value came in. So if your offer was for $500,000 and the appraiser comes in at $495,000, there's a $5,000 gap. You're letting them know that your buyer's willing to come in with that $5,000 to complete the purchase, and it makes the listing agent and the seller comfortable knowing that, hey, what if it doesn't come in? They're willing to take that risk. Okay, but I have seen that even though the loan contingency, sometimes agents will tell you, can you remove the loan contingency? I don't suggest you do that because then you're risking their deposit. And if you feel that the offer, that the loan's going to go through, you feel 100% sure that it's doable, and you want to risk that, it's against what I think. Loan contingency removal is something I would never agree to, but it's up to the buyer and your agreement, your negotiation with the buyer. So the appraisal contingency being waived is something that helps too. And at the same time, if for whatever reason we don't get the loan approval and prior to the contingency for the loan approval, then you can always cancel and there's no money at risk because the appraisal contingency is 21 days. And the loan contingency is 17. So if you get day 16 and for whatever reason it cancels, you're not risking your money due to the appraisal contingency. But that's pretty much it. I wanted to tell you how to submit an offer. If you already don't know how to do it, if not, it's just a little advice that I'm giving you guys, and hopefully you guys take this and you utilize it to make your offer stronger. Of course, I always say I'd rather you get the listing because then if you have the listing, you control the situation, okay? Hope you guys are blessed, positive, and we'll be talking soon. Thank you.